Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 and welcome to another Train Sim World 4 live stream. Wherever you are around the world, hope you are having a good weekend. For today's stream, I'm taking a look at the third and final route that comes with the base Train Sim World 4 game, and that is the first route in Austria, the Bahn Vorarlberg. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. I've done a couple of services and obviously the tutorials. As far as services is concerned, I've done just some empty stop moves. Other than that, I've done nothing. So I'm looking forward to getting into it, seeing what the route has to offer. We're going to start with this S3 passenger service here in the journey mode. From Lindau to Bludenz, the only branch line on the route so far. We will be operating the Talent 1 from OBB. Drive this passenger service from Lindau to Bregenz, maybe? Bregenz? It says here, you're going to start out on these shorter services up to the Swiss border. There are only a few stops on this service, so it's a good way to ease yourself in. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's just adjust the settings a minute with the motion blur to aid for stream performance. Right. What shall we do? Set the master key to active. Set the reverser into the forward position. Desk light dimmer to 100%. Desk light on. The train lights are on. Instrument lights to on. Dimmer to 100%. Yeah, we won't need the wipers, that's for sure. That's the train brake. So that's all tickety-boo. Oh yeah, we need to unlock the doors. Lovely. Passenger boarding procedures to commence. Should I put PZB on? I don't have a clue. Alright, switches are here. So that's PZB there. We'll put a CFR on. Keep me alert of the situation. Signal lights direct is set to standard. We do have white. I'll just leave it standard, I presume. Signal lights, set that to headlights. The battery is ready. That's why it's making the noise. Alright, so this is the Talent 1. In OBB livery. I like the look of it. I like the livery. It's a unique looking multiple unit. So this is a Lindau. That must be the station car park. Got some local industry in the distance there as well. Right, let's lock the doors. Set it to drive. Set it to full power. And immediately my main gripe about this multiple unit comes into focus. The sounds are way too similar, if not identical, to the Talent 2. I have seen videos of this multiple unit in action in the real world, and it does sound different in real life compared to what the game is portraying. So that is a little bit disappointing. Right, we can increase the speed a hell of a lot more, so let's go. Set it to 100%. The first stop is Hard Fusach. It's just under 3 kilometers away. So where this route is situated is in the west of Austria and in the south of Germany. This is a cross-country route. The start of the route, which is literally here, is set within Germany, and the rest of it is in Austria. And actually this route is not too far away from Switzerland, and there's another country that I can't think off the top of my head. I think it's I can't remember what it was, but it's near Switzerland, that's for sure. Going to use the braking system, the brakes on the master controller. Hey Andrew, nice to see you, hope you're well. Whoa, brake. That's my fault. I was too busy looking at the phone to read the chat. Oh well. Set to minimum brake. Close the doors before applying the power. Yeah, I know that game. That fence looks a bit familiar. That looks like it's from Southeastern High Speed, you know, the HS1. Got a bike rack there. Well, the station building looks good. The OBB logo there. Hard Fusach. As always, when I'm in a non-English speaking country, I'm going to butcher the names up, so I do apologise. This is interesting here. It's an abandoned bit of track, or a little siding maybe. And I didn't see it at first, but there's tracks running on the platform there. Interesting. Just having a look at the industry here. Looks like a scrapyard, or maybe a rubbish facility. That's what it looks like to me. Right, let's get in the cab. Lock the doors. Okay. Off we go. The next station stop is Bregenz Reidenberg. Just reading it very carefully so I can get some sort of pronunciation out of my mouth. The next station. Oh, a little river there. It's nice. I must say, the mountain scenery in the distance don't look too bad so far. I like this branch line. It's quite cool. It looks good at well, it looks okay at close quarters. Speed limit of 80 kilometers per hour coming up. That green fencing, that immediately looks like fencing that's been reused from rapid transit. No doubt about that. It's a tree clipped through a barrier there. So right, we're now entering, I suppose, the main line. Off the branch we go. Ooh, what's that there? Is that a river? Or a road? No, it's a road. Alright, we're coming up to the station now. Crossing a fair few bridges here. It's a nice bridge there. One small one and one big one. There's another talent one. Yeah, I have 2 digestive biscuits, I have a Twix chocolate bar, and a cup of tea. Andrew. Yeah, it is a bit narrow. Going on to the main line there, for sure. So here is Bregenz Reidenberg. See if we can stop on the marks here. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me. So this is Reidenberg. You got the PIS screen here. Very different. I like that. Albeit it is, my God, that is blurry beyond belief. Even far away, it's hard to read. Unless the graphics of this screen is meant to be like that in real life. I don't know. I mean, look at that. You can hardly read it. You have to literally squint your eyes, both of your eyes, to get an idea of what stops the respective service will be at. And that comes on to actually a surprisingly positive thing that I like about this route, is the amount of different services, in particular the Talent 2 can do. You've got little S-Bahn services, commuter services, that is basically regional express ones, and that's like the fastest type of passenger service you can conduct on this route, and regional 1 services, which is a mixture of both, like a semi-fast passenger service. I think it's got over 280 services, which is way more than I thought it would have. So that's a positive. The next, and is it the final stop? Yes, it is Bludenz or Bregenz, however you say it. It's just under 2 kilometers away. Andrew, do you prefer the foreign routes or the English routes? I like both, to be honest with you. Obviously, I would have a preference towards English routes because that's where, or UK routes because that's where I come from. I originated in the UK, but you know, some of the routes outside of the UK have an interesting mix. Some good, some not so good, in my eyes. This route has, I believe it's 24, is it? 24 stations? That's quite a lot. I think it's been quite a while since we've had a route with 20 plus stations. Certainly 24, no doubt about it. Right, we're going way too fast. Here we are at Bludenz, or Bludenz. For those wondering, I do have the all the layers activated on this route. Oh, sugar. Before I nearly hit a red signal there. But that was not for us, that signal. Here we go, here we are at Bludenz. This is a cool station, very green. The architecture there, look at that, very grubby windows there. Is that ballast or is that soil? I feel like flowers or something. Looks like ballast to me. These are a different type of PIS boards here. Much, much clearer. And those are screens again. Too blurry for my liking. I imagine there's a mod for it on Train Sim Community website to, I don't know, improve the texture of that screen. That's quite cool. Is that for the passengers to walk on? Yeah, it has to be, yeah. I thought it was like a car park at first. Like a multi-story. I must say the stations do look good. The area around this bit looks okay. Road network is left to be desired. Cranes there, look. Building something. This is a big old station complex here, look at that. It keeps going and going. Look at that. Still it keeps going, wow. It's like a disused platform here. Seems to be, unless Dovetail forgot to put the tracks down. Oh no, of course it's disused. I could just see a barrier there. Cutting it off. Well, so far I'm pleasantly surprised. Route scenery isn't too bad. Obviously the road network's going to be a bit bumpy in places, and yes, there's going to be some horrendously plain, flat 2D grass textures. But so far it's not too bad. So let's conduct another service, shall we? Oh. Andrew Elijah's stream when you did the steam routes, yeah. Just two routes at the moment, isn't there? Spirit Steam and Peak Forest. I prefer Peak Forest to Spirit Steam. Spirit Steam felt a bit rushed. Well, the route itself. Peak Forest I thought was a much better package overall. Alright. Let's get into this. We're going to do a Regional 5 service from Velkirch to Lindau. I've already done Lindau, haven't I? Ah, well, why not? Let's do it. Have a sip of tea, I think. Lovely. Okay, drive this passenger service from Feldkirch to Lindau. You're going to Stownish. I've already seen that thing. It's in the middle of the night. That's no good. No good to me. I want to see the route. Not see it hidden away in the dark. Alright, let's try again. Pick another one. This time in the daytime. So that one's out of bounds. Let's do that one. Andrew, do you have to do tutorials for Train Sim if they're so easy? You don't have to, no. If you pick up a new route for example, I don't know, Peak Forest, yeah. You do have to do a route introduction tutorial. But other than that, you can avoid all the other tutorials that route may have to offer. I'm getting sick and tired of these stupid text popping up on the screen there. Right. Master key to on. Put the train brake and apply. Oh no, maybe not. Put it in drive, then put the brakes on. There we go. Instrument lights, 100%. Desk light on. That's radio. That doesn't work. I think that's for destination display. That doesn't work. Oh, PZB. Have to hold it to get the indicators as bright as possible. That screen doesn't work. I presume this screen might work. I don't know. Don't want to really press it unless you can pick the destination on the little computer there. Set it to headlights, standard. So what's that there? OBB or Deutsche Bahn? I don't know what that means. Is that for like signals or something? Or safety systems? I don't know. CFO, we'll leave it. Set it to on. Right, so here we are at Lindau? I'm getting confused. No, Feldkirch, sorry. So we're a little bit further down the route. Ooh, I like this. Nice rocky terrain here with the trees. That looks okay from a distance, especially with this sunlight. Not bad at all. Again, the station doesn't look too bad. Got a fan there working on the station building. The clock there. I like that. That looks cool. Certainly gives you a sense of scale. There's somebody on the phone now. A few people on the phone on the platform. Right, let's go to our first stop, which is Rankwell. Just over 4 kilometers away. Can you open the window? You can indeed. I'm just going to go into free cam, have a little look around. So this is a big freight yard here at Feldkirch. So that's probably where the 185 and the 193 locos will come and play. Right, let's increase the power to maximum. Hey John the Pater, nice to see you, hope you're well. Yeah, the Blackpool route does look good. I haven't picked it up yet because I still think, regardless how good that route can be, I still think it's way too pricey as far as I'm concerned. So I'll pick it up when it's on the discount. Don't need it now. It's not going to disappear, is it? There's a nice little bit of industry there on the right hand side. Look like a logging facility. Is that a logging facility? No. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Set the power to 24%. Should be okay. Alright, we'll increase it a bit more to 40%. Right, now we need to get the brakes on for Rankwell. I do like the terrain there of the mountainside. Unless you can call it a mountain or a big steep hill. But I'm liking the varied scenery. There we go. So this is Rankwell, or Wheel, I should say. To me over here, red line gantry looks new. I know they said the rendering was different, but it looks new to me. Oh, right, so you got a big entrance there to the station, and you go under the platforms to either this one or that one. Not bad at all. Destination display looks pretty good. The next stop is Klaus, just over 4 kilometers away. What was quite interesting to me when looking at the route first time, well, not in depth, but on the face of it, so to speak, the freight has quite a big part to play on this route. There's a lot of freight services, definitely for the rail pool Vectron locomotive. I know Dovetail is going to make another route in Austria. Where and what time period is anyone's guess. Just want to have a quick look at the fields. Flat texture with there are some splotches of 3D grass, which is a bit bizarre. We're going way too fast. Way too fast. Brake. Wow. Those brakes are good. Wow. Train brake is very good indeed. Alright, so here we are at Klaus in Vorarlberg. Oh, another train. There's those magnificent Ineos wagons from the Vectron locomotive pack. Some of the best looking German wagons in the game as far as I'm concerned. Looks so good. Andrew, have I got much on this week? Yeah, I'll be going away on Thursday to just up the road, so to speak, going to London for my mum's sister's birthday. So it should be good fun. Also, it'd be nice to see my granddad and my cousin as well. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. I'm taking the train as well. Haven't done that in a while. Last time I took the train was down to the West Country, down to Plymouth to see a show. So as far as the next set of streams coming up, there won't be any next weekend. There'll be another stream tomorrow, November the 20th, 2023, and we'll be heading back to some local territory, which is oh, let's get the brakes on here, which will be the Great Western Express route. Just one of my favourites. Maybe old and dated and outdated, but when you have a route on your doorstep, means a lot more. The next station is Goatzitz. I don't know how you say that. Crossing the track? No, not again. Just keep going, and apply the brakes. Here we are. And the bus waiting to pick the people up. Damn, they like their bicycles on this route, don't they? Wow, wee. So this is a Goatzitz, or however you say it. Station building looks okay. The next stop is Hohenems? I don't know how you say that. Either way, it's 4.5 kilometers away. Ooh, a bit too fast. That snow-capped mountain over there looks pretty decent from a distance. Looks like Mount Fuji, that one there in the distance. Would be cool if we got the Tokaido Shinkansen in Japan. That'd be amazing. Certainly be fast. Missed a couple of stations so far on this journey. I think if you do a full length run, stopping at a majority of the stations, there we go. I think it takes just under an hour and a half. Could do that, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We will see. Whoa, brake, that's the wrong button. Oh, I put the emergency brake on, that was a bad mistake. That's my fault. Because I have no idea how to recover from an emergency brake. Ooh. Oh, keep going, keep moving. There we go. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not going to be the best driver. If I ever was to start a career, or think about starting it, it would be immediately be put on the chopping block. That'll do. Ooh, we arrived early. Arrived on time, despite that little issue there. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Okay, so this is Hohenem, or however you say it. Yeah, mountains look not bad at all. I think they use some sort of, I don't know, some sort of like map, satellite, or something like that. Google Maps or something to get accurate renditions of the terrain in the distance. Luxy Pro, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just going for a little explore on the Bahn Vorarlberg, or Vorarlberg? Yeah, Vorarlberg. I think that's how you say it correctly. The next stop is Dornbin Schuren. It's just over 6 kilometers away. Speed limit is 140 kilometers per hour. So there is some stages where you can get up to pretty nippy speed, especially on the not just the regional but the express or semi-fast passenger services with this little multiple unit. One route I'm looking forward to is the Maintal Bahn that Dovetail's going to release in what, just under a couple of weeks. So mainly for that diesel multiple unit. Was it the 642? Or was it the 612? Can't remember which number it is, but that diesel multiple unit has certainly caught my attention. And it's cheaper too, which is always a plus. Oh, you're playing Train Sim World 3. Oh, fair enough. Hope you're having a good time on it. There's some freight. Get to 110 kilometers per hour. I'll start braking here for the station. Alright. Oh, tennis court. Could this be a school, maybe? Could be. I've noticed it for quite a while, but it isn't a surprise. Some of the buildings look very much copy and paste to mimic the respective town or village. That looks new, that flat. Block of flats, I should say. Oh, we have a service. So from what I can tell, I think it's just one set of 4. Maybe for the express, you get 2 units connected together. Not entirely sure. So, see the doors close. The next stop is Dorbin itself, or however you say it, Dorbin, Bahn, however. It's not too far away. Luxy Pro. I see max speed is 375 kilometers per hour. I've trained some of Austrian rails. I'm a bit confused, Luxy Pro. You said you're playing Train Sim 3 and then you've got Train Sim 4. I'm a little bit confused by what you're saying, buddy. Do you speak Croatian? No, I do not. I speak English. Hey Liam, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just going through exploring the Bahn Vorarlberg. So this is Dornbin, or however you say it correctly. Yeah, Dornbin or Burn. Burn, however. Whatever. This texture doesn't look very good. Just the colour palette just seems a little bit off to me. It's not a bad station building. With a Deutsche Bahn clock by the looks. Yeah, it is. It's Deutsche Bahn. Do Deutsche Bahn run services here as well? I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe they do. Luxy Pro, subscriber, presumably. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Always welcome. I do. Certainly like trains. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing this game. I do not have a GTA Online, no. Well, the next station is coming up. Liam, I didn't watch the race yesterday, but did win the... Oh, fair enough. Oh, well done. Hope you had a good time. Luxury Pro. I'm 26 years old. We got a big... I was about to say scrap yard, but rubbish yard, but seems to be some construction. Looks like a little substation there. This is a little tiny station. I like the little shelter there. A picture of a station in real life. It's quite good. So this is I don't know how you're going to say it correctly. Hasselstauden, however you say it. Station doesn't look too bad. Seems interesting. Ticket machines, and then obviously you get onto the platform. Right, I see. I was wondering what it was at first. The next stop is Schwasch. I don't know how you say it. Either way, the next station is 1.5 kilometers away. Luxury Pro, I'm from Croatia. Do you love Croatia? I've never been to Croatia, but yeah. So I don't know much about Croatia, to be honest with you. I mean, I know they have a decent football team in Dinamo Zagreb. A friend of mine's been to Zagreb in Croatia. Said she had a nice time. Whether we will see a Croatian route in Train Sim World, I very much doubt it. You never know. Here is the station at Schwarzach. I think that's how you say it. We're running very late. As long as we finish it, that's all that matters. That's better dovetail. Use a bit more 3D grass. Thank you very much. So this is Schwarzach in Vorarlberg. Do not expect this to be the busiest of routes in Train Sim World. A big chunk of it is mainly 2 tracks. Sometimes obviously one track on some of the branch lines. But you know, I've seen a fair bit of traffic. I think 3 or 4 talent ones conducting their daily duties. The next stop is Wolfert. That station looked okay, especially the vegetation around it. Got a bus depot, it seems, there. It's a fair bit of undulation. Certainly some steep ups and downs, albeit for a very short period of time. Imagine if you had a PZB activated, it would be a very different challenge. I wonder if they've implemented any Austrian style safety systems, because as far as safety systems I've been able to see that you can activate is just PZB and CFA. I don't know if that if the German equivalent is the same in Austria. It's just the most disappointing thing about this unit is by country mile is the sounds way too similar. That texture looks okay, middle of the road. Some good, some not so good. The texture's detailed, but it's not 3D. So over here we have a depot, big depot, and a yard too. Oh wow, okay, so you got a freight yard nestled over here. Wowee, that is a pleasant surprise. Yeah, big yard. Seems some local industry here as well. Yeah, it's a massive freight yard. Biggest I've seen so far. There's the Railport of Vectrons on guard. Magnificent locomotives. Highly recommend you pick them up. They add a lot of services to this route's timetable. I think nearly 100. It's quite a lot. This is huge yard. Look at that. Oh, if only we had a little shunter in here. Imagine doing some shunting in this yard. That'd be a shunting fan's wet dream right there. Andrew, can I have a look at one of the carriages, please? Of course. We'll do it now, actually, since you've said it. Before I forget. I don't know if there's a designated first class or not, but sadly there's not much advertisement. Like posters and so on and so forth. Is that a blind? No, it's not. Well, at least it's got the destination display there. I'll give it that. Fire and SOS points there. Little signs to help you there. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit different. This area is for pushchairs, buggies, or bicycles, and disabled people as well, wheelchair access. Got a toilet. And over there's the other cab. Sit back in the cab. Too far from the final stop now, the final destination. We'll be coming off the main line once again shortly. That must be like the main epicenter for freight activities. The next stop is Lortrack? I don't know how you say it. Something like that, maybe. There's a few station pronunciations I could get. Some. Not at all. No chance. Luxy Pro, do you love Austrian trains? That's a very good question. I don't know. I mean, it's a small per unit. It's okay to operate, no doubt about it. Is it my favourite? Well, it's the only Austrian type of train we have in the game so far. So obviously it's impossible to compare to others. I don't think this is as good as the what comes to mind? The SBB RABE 523 from what's it called? The S-Bahn Zentralschweiz in Switzerland. I think that has a little bit more interactivity and has, you know, different safety systems. I think cruise control. I don't know if this has a type of cruise control in this train's arsenal, but I think it's alright. I love the look of it. I think a little bit more interactivity in the cab would be welcome. The sounds are a big letdown, no doubt about it. I want to have a little mess around with that screen. Let's just get into the immersion control, zoom right in. So what have we got here? I can barely read that. That is tiny to me. What is number 1? Nothing. 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 Do any of them work? Up, down. Modus, I presume that means mode. OBB mode, maybe? Left, right. Does anything? Nothing. Well, the brightness works. That's something. Not even a contrast works. Oh dear. Auto brightness. Oh, okay. Oh dear. I thought you could at least press some switches and the screen would change. Sadly not. That's disappointing. What's over here? GSMR radio. This won't work, I can guarantee you that. I'd be very surprised if it did. No. Emergency brake. At least that works. That's something. Call the signaller. What else is on a round little box there? Yeah, it's lacking in interactivity. Besides, you know, the main controls and setting up the lights and all that kind of stuff. Bit surprised this hasn't got a type of cruise control. Would have been quite interesting to see how that would be in use. There might be, I don't know. There is a manual, I believe, for this route, so I might have to have a little peek at the route at this manual for the Bahn Vorarlberg and see if there's anything you can mess around with this unit. Right, off the main line we go. We're now going on to the branch line, which I've already been on before. Liam, my neighbour, was filming and as always sent me the SD card film, but now he wants me to edit the videos into a video, just all the crashes. Now look, interesting. You should probably do that in the annual AGM or something, just for a bit of laughs. The next station is Hard Fusach, just over 2 kilometers away. Andrew, pretty plain. What's your opinion, please? On the interior, do you mean, of the Talent 1 I'm operating? It looks like most other Deutsche Bahn type interiors, really. There's only so much you can say about an interior. Maybe the texture of the seats could be a little bit better, but it's just nitpicking. Maybe a few posters as well. What's the horn sound like? Oh, well. Let's see if I can find it. Not great. Same old horn used on the Talent 2 from years gone by. And they loop badly as well. But thankfully in Austria and German railways, 98.9% of the time, the horns won't be used a lot. Just noticed a nice OBB sign there. Hey, not bad at all. Liam has sent another email to dovetail Paradigm Deltic Tornado in the A4s, and the email was actually read. So making that's progress. The next and final stop is Lindau. We're far from done yet with the stream. I've yet to explore any of this, and I think any of this bit yet, so there's still a lot to go. So yeah, you're in for a long stream, people, so buckle up, get yourselves a cup of tea or whatever drink you like to drink. It's going to be a long one. I think it's not the longest route in the game, not by a long shot. I think it's 44-ish miles, but it feels like a long route. It feels like a long route, I'll give it that. I like this branch line in particular. I think this is by far my favourite bit so far I've managed to encounter. I like the mountainous scenery down on this bit here as well. maybe out of 10. What would I... Is this route worth your money? On a discount, yeah, sure, go for it. With the additional layers as well, you know, the Vectron and what else? I think the 523 from S-Bahn Zentralschweiz adds some services in, which is nice to see it on the different routes timetable for a change. Yeah, this route is okay. It's again, it's kind of like fitting with the dovetail theme when it comes to route scenery. It's good in some areas and not so good in others. So this unit is okay to operate. A little bit disappointing, you know, if it's immersion side of things. You know, you can't do anything with that screen. That screen's turned off. No cruise control unless this. If this unit doesn't have a cruise control, then that's totally fair. The sounds are a bit negative for me, but I think this route is... It's okay. It's okay. Is it the best Dovetail have done? Not by a long shot. It's not the best route in Train Sim World either, but for the first Austrian route in Train Sim World, I'd say this is a decent first attempt. Look forward to what the other Austrian route Dovetail will bring to Train Sim World. There was whispers of there being an extension to this route, which well, wouldn't mind. So out of 10, what would I give this? I'd say I'd give it a 7. The amount of stuff you can do on it, certainly with the service variation of the Talent 1, is a pleasant surprise. There's more freight than I expected, particularly with that Vectron. And overall, I think it's okay. It's okay. It's not blowing my mind away as being spectacular and all that stuff. And speak of the devil, there's the 523 coming in. Yeah, that service alone took me 50 minutes. Stopped at 12 stations altogether. I got a little trophy as well, which is cool. And the hills are alive to the sound of music. Bye, Luxy Pro. See you next time. Take care. Oh, you smashed up your PC, Liam. Alright. Bet that was a good feeling. Well, your old PC, that is. Right, what shall we do now? So we've done that one. What's this one? A spawn service from Bludenz to Bregenhafen. Where's Bregenhafen again? Just remind me. Ooh. Where is it? It's probably it's for the same point of the map as where I was before, I think. And that will take forever. For Dark World. Right, okay. Okay, Ski Pass, what's this? Regional Express 1 from Feldkirch to Lindau, Hauptbahnhof. Nope. Mr. Worldwide. I've heard that from Flow Rider. Passenger service from Lindau to Bludenz. That's a full length run of the route. Wow. Hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. What's things like in the fast lane here? Is there a regional express? Any? Oh yeah, there is. Right down the bottom. That's in the pouring rain. That isn't. So let's do that one. No, Andrew. No train sim world route has Newcastle or Durham, I'm afraid. The closest route you can get to Durham is Tees Valley, which is set in British Rail days, 1989 to be exact. That goes from Saltburn to Darlington, and obviously via Middlesbrough as well. Why is this coming up? Go away. This isn't night time. That's no good. No good to me, game. Of some biscuits, I think. I'm a bit hungry, I think. I know the feeling, Liam, when the custard creams break. They snap. Unintentionally, of course. Right, climb every mountain. There's no more regional express ones. No. Alright, I'll just have to pick from the timetable. Never mind. Yeah, so you get 340 services altogether. That is 286 alone. That's quite a lot. This has more than 10. That's for sure. This lovely little Vectron has lots of services. But we're going to use the talent one today. Bludenz to Lindau. Yeah, we'll do that one. Set it to get some cloud on there, I think. And happy days. Let's go. Oh, there's a train right in front of us. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Instrument lights on. No tunnels yet on this route. Haven't seen so far. Duck and dive. Hey, now that it doesn't look bad at all. That mountainside looks good. So this is Bludenz, I believe. It is indeed. I like the station here. It's not all clean and new. It's rough around the edges. I've just noticed this is a depot for another big yard as well, for not only for the freight but for metallic ones as well. Yeah, it's a big yard. And over here as well. A couple of sidings there. Oh yeah, might be wise if we set the reverser to the forward position. Need to do the lights as well. Headlight both ends, no thank you. Battery is ready, happy days. Let's lock the doors. The first stop is Nenzig. That's just over 9 kilometers away. Home life. Some containers there on the left hand side. Andrew, the best biscuits to dunk are hobnobs. They are the marine of the biscuit world. I haven't had them in God knows how long. Ooh, I like that station we just passed through there. That looks very shiny and new to me, certainly from its architecture. Liam, as if someone had punched the mirror and knocked the mirror forwards, so I put it back in place. The wing mirror broke off, so now I just have a mirror with no back cover on the driver's side as well. Oh no, that's not good. No, definitely not good if it's in MOT is due. Oh, bugger. Another station that looks reasonably new. I'm pretty impressed with the mountainous terrain. It certainly was. Bloody hell, it's definitely a step up from certainly what Rivet did on the Arosa line 2 years ago. That's what we need on the Arosa line, that kind of mountainous terrain, you know, the look of it, certainly. That'll reinvigorate the Arosa line. And if you stick on that Allegra 812 as well, that's going to come onto the Bernina line and whenever, next year probably. The Arosa line will be once again put back into the spotlight for good reason. I do like the Arosa line, still like the scenery. Right, approaching Nenzig now. So a track on the right there, diving underneath the main line. Here we are. It's not a bad picture there. Not bad at all. Mountains in the background. Little multiple unit. Not too bad. You see hobnobs constantly. What did I used to have when I was in college? Chocolate wise, I think it was Mars bars, really. Changed my allegiances to Galaxy now, I'm afraid. Get more chocolate for the money. Right, the next stop is Freya-Stans. It's just over 5.5 kilometres away. Got a little training ground, it seems, there. Maybe just some playing fields. Public park, maybe. Ooh, lake, huh? A local lake. Do some fishing, or take your model boat out there, or what have you. Construction work now on the left hand side. Another big lake. I do like the rural countryside at this end of the route. Right, let's get on the brakes for the upcoming station. There seems another pit stop for the freight. A few signings there for the freight cars and wagons. So then, this is Frastance. It's a nice station building. Looks quite British for some reason. Again, they love the bicycles. That doesn't look too bad, excluding the road. Wow, incredible, Andrew. Wow. 8 months old. Good grief. What on earth would possess someone to do that? Just leave them there. Crazy. Inhumane as far as I'm concerned. Right, the next stop is Feldkirch. So I can officially declare that I've explored the bottom section of the route. Scenic side, let's say. Reasonably impressed. Reasonably impressed. I don't go to the gym, Liam, but I don't eat too much crap either nowadays. I remember when I was in college, I used to have a McDonald's every 2 weeks on a Friday. I don't do that anymore. Following a river on the left hand side. Oh, a tunnel! The first one. I'm just looking at the maps here. I think the river we are following is the River Rhine. Here we are, coming into Feldkirch. Or Feldkirch. And ahead of schedule too. Oh, bless him. Liam, I used to have a takeaway on Saturdays. One week would be McDonald's, next would be fish and chips. I don't have fish and chips as much anymore. And next would be KFC, then start all over again. Ugh, not KFC. Ugh. Not nice, as far as I'm concerned. Not good. Don't like KFC. Not in any shape or form. How many stops do we have? Not too bad. Enough. It's good to see as well that the passengers have the there are new variants of passengers, I should say, you know, like having a phone call or taking a suitcase. I think reading the paper as well. That chocolate was marvellous. The next station stop is Rank Reel. Another little yard for the talent ones to rest. You know what this route reminds me of? It reminds me of Rossignol. That's what it reminds me of. A lot of that twisting, turning, you know, through the countryside and being hugged up close to the mountainside, albeit the Swiss Alps. On this occasion, I believe it's the Swiss Alps, as we are in Western Austria. I think this route is better than Rossignol. It's like a combination of rapid transit meets Rossignol. We'll have a sip of tea in a second. Right, I'll save the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you'd enjoyed the stream up to this point, then feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Here is Rankville. These are the only type of rolling stock that come with the route as far as new wagons are concerned. It's not even new, it's just a roughed up livery of the Raelian wagon, which has been in the game since Rossignol came out. They look good though. And when and as regards to freight, you do get the DBBR 185.2 electric locomotive. That comes with this route as well. but I know which loco I'd prefer to use. Definitely the Vectron or the 187. That's just as good as the Vectron. No, I haven't played Rapid Transit in God knows how long. Might have to play that again at some stage. I haven't played Rapid Transit, I should say, since... Blimey. Sometime last year, I think. It was certainly quite an entrance to the German content for Train Sim World. Certainly quite the arrival. I remember at the time it was quite a long route. I think it was like 44 miles, I think it was, and had 25 stations. And of course had the underground tunnels in under the city of Leipzig. The next stop is Giltis, or however you say it. I swear on the HUD there it's spelled differently compared to the platform sides. Got some signings there to the right hand side where the wonderful Ineos wagons are. An interesting question that I've kept asking myself is, what is, out of the 3 base routes in Train Sim World 4, which one is the best? Interesting. I'd love to say the East Coast Main Line, but I think just from the moment it was revealed, it was immediately set up to fail. And let's be frank, it wasn't going to be as good as, say, a West Coast Main Line South, or even if they extended that route further north, you know, to places like Leeds or Lincoln and York. Sadly, Dovetail didn't do that and limited its potential straight away. They did a decent job, you know, trying to flesh out the route, you know, with services and different bits and pieces of rolling stock from other routes, but yeah, it's just that nagging feeling in the back of your head that makes me think, oh, you know, a West Coast Mainline South would have been just as good. I think it would be even shorter as well, if I'm not mistaken, so it would have been a bit easier to make, I would have thought. Antelope Valley, it's okay. Not my favourite US passenger route, not by a long shot. And that leaves the Bahn Vorarlberg. I'd have to say that this, I think, is the cream of the crop. I think this takes the title of being the best base route in TSW4. Certainly a bit of a lot of variety with certainly the services that you can do with this Talon 1, despite its lack of interactivity in the cab and the sounds being a bit a bit under par. Freight is a fair bit of freight to do as well. Not a lot of shunting, mind you, but certainly a lot of different freight journeys you can do from different parts of the route, so that's always welcome. Route scenery, distant scenery has improved, no doubt about it. A little bit muddy in some areas, good in others. So yeah, I think the Vorarlberg is the best of the three, which I wouldn't have said a couple of months ago. It's beat my expectations, which were pretty low. So yeah, I gave it a score of a 7 out of 10. Borderline on a 6 and it's between 6 and 7. But I'll give it a 7. Going to Lake Valley, it's okay. I mean, scenic wise, it's very similar in some aspects to Cajon Pass. Very desert terrain. The city of Los Angeles is good to see it replicated in the game. Maybe not as realistically, but at least it's there in the foreground, in the background. I like the F125 locomotive. Sounds in it pretty decent, very good. Especially for a US locomotive from Dovetail. It's just, I think that there's only so much you can do with that route, and it's a little bit on the slow and steady side at times. And even if you do add freight into the mix, there's not a lot you can do, and most of it's in the middle of the night. Which is a challenge, but yeah. Right, the next station stop is Horenems. It's 4 kilometres away. Well, Liam, honestly, I haven't played TSW in a very long time. Got TSW 4, played it a few days and not gone back on since. Fair enough. I mean, I've been a bit absent from it of late, especially the last last month really. I've certainly taken my foot off the pedal when it comes to making Train Sim more content, but now the dance show I did is out of the way with Christmas coming up, and hopefully I can focus a bit more time into making some DSW content, be it streams or videos. Epic V112, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. In the future they should make the Austrian 1016 and 1116 with Weissel Doppelstock wagons. However, there is a catch to that. Austrian 1016, 1116s are the same as the existing 182s on Deutsche Bahn, MRCE and Disperlock. I wouldn't be surprised if Dovetail was to make that, to be honest. If it's a cousin, let's say, of the what is it, the ES64U2 Taurus, and just branded under different names from different companies. Wouldn't be surprised to see an OBB liveried 182 in the future. Need to close the circuit breaker a minute. There we go. All the poor people. Look at that, you can see the clouds. I hope they're not glitching into the mountainside. I'd like to think not. Nice to see that the coupler is covered here. Yeah, you can see a bit of a grime there. Need to open the doors. Don't depart yet. And the plough there as well. Fairly grimy. Oops. Did I unlock both of them by mistake? Well, I think I locked both. I did. I thought I locked them. I thought I unlocked both sides at first, but thankfully I was locking all of the doors. The next stop is Dornenbin. Just over 7 kilometers away. I wonder what Austrian route Dovetail could make. I mean, there's certainly a variety of routes to choose from. I'm surprised Rivet Games haven't made a route in Austria. I'm surprised Dovetail beat them to the post on that front. Because Rivet Games, they make quite a lot of routes in Austria and Switzerland. There's another developer as well. He makes a ton load of routes in Germany and Austria. Like I think it's RSSLO or something like that. Another developer seems to be pumping out content every 2 weeks. It's absurd. Credit to him, I mean, to the developer, whether it's good or not, I don't know, but certainly got a good workflow. Not too far now, not too far. Don't know how long this stream's been going on for. Well, nearly 2 hours. It's not the longest stream I've done, not by a long shot. Interesting there. Seems to be a little little yard over there. Nice little patches there in your garden. Vegetable patches, I presume. Hope the game doesn't kick me out. Oh dear, that's a bit off out of alignment there with the garage door and the door to the local industry. Yeah, this goes a fair bit back. I wonder why. We need to brake as well. Might just put the brakes on completely. Just want to have a little peeky peek. Ah, you got a level crossing here as well. Oh, hiding in the back. Well, looky here. And it keeps going as well. Oh, it'd be nice if there's some freight services on this little sidings over here. What is it? What is over here? Because on the map there was some wagons around here. You've got a plant over here, it seems. Big plant. There's some Ineos wagons there, full of coal. Some over there as well. And here as well. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Right near the mountain there. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Not bad at all. Right. Let's carry on. No, we weren't, Liam. No. I was actually tempted to do like a live stream for children in need, but it was a bit complex in setting up, the account and follow this link to donate to them and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think I could do a 24-hour live stream, to be honest with you. Most definitely be a few fails in that if that was to happen. Whoa, break. Apply the train brake if all else fails. Perfect, look at that. Absolutely perfect. It's never ideal to use the train brake, but at a high speed, but I was spot on there. Absolutely spot on. 3 of them. That's a first. One that's terminated at this station. One that's going to Bludenz, and obviously our one which is going to Lindau Hauptbahnhof in Germany. The 3 Musketeers of Austria. It deserves a screenshot, actually. I'm going to screenshot that. There we go. Right. A new station here. What's this? This next station is Bregenz Reidenberg. Have I been there? Probably have, I don't know. Oh yeah, set the train brake to drive, you fool. Silly me. The station is just over 8.5 kilometers away. Hey Michael, nice to see you, hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're good. Just taking the first in-depth look at the Bahn Vorarlberg, and it's pleasantly surprised. It's not too bad at all. More fun than I was expecting. I wouldn't say this route is worth $40 or £30 or whatever currency you use to buy Train Sim World stuff, but on the discount, if you get it at 30-40% off, I'd say this route is pretty good, especially from Dovetail. And the first Austrian route, not bad at all, not bad at all. Could have been a whole lot worse. Oh, good. Excellent. Yeah, it is pretty good. Certainly beat my expectations. No doubt about it. Another thing that was beyond beat my expectations was the Las Vegas Formula 1 race early this morning. I wanted it to fail miserably. Because all the off-track stuff, I was not interested about it whatsoever. But the grid walk was fairly chaotic when I watched it on television. Bit of a laugh. And the very start of the Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend was a disaster. You know, the fact that first practice was cancelled, and then the fans are forced to go home, and obviously they didn't get their money's worth, and drain covers coming up. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster at first, but you know, the race itself managed to save the weekend from being a total farce in the procession. So yeah, first race in Las Vegas for, is it 40 odd years? Fairly successful. Definitely some issues to iron out, but I suppose that's the same with every new race that joins the calendar or returns to the calendar after so many years out. Epic, the 112 Train Simulator Classic, there's an electric Austrian shunting locomotive, the 1063, which would explain why the sidings are electrified. Ooh, an Austrian shunter. Oh, I didn't know there was one in Train Simulator. Ooh. Oh, when we stop at the next station, I'll have a little search for that. Oh, I never knew there was that. What route is that in then, this little Austrian shunter? I'm fairly surprised by that. I never knew there was an Austrian shunter in Train Simulator. Unless it's made by a third-party dev that isn't released officially on the Steam store or something like that. And that may be why. I probably haven't seen or heard anything about an Austrian shunter. And an electric one as well. I don't think we've ever had a electric shunting locomotive. No, we haven't, have we? It's all just been diesel shunters. Yeah, all of them are diesel shunters, if I'm not mistaken. We've had quite a few shunters now in Train Sim World. Oh, we need a break now. Time to use those wonderful train brakes again. Whoa, stop. Yeah, right, I'm going to have a look at that. The 1063 or 1063. 1063. I don't know what to put, I'll just put Austria. Austrian shunter. Let's see what comes up. Oh yeah, look at that. Now that's cool. Obviously an old one. It's got a cab in the middle of the locomotive. It's similar to the 204 with a cab in the middle, but electric shunter. Now that I dig. Oh, if we were to get that. Yes, please. Dovetail. Please. That would be awesome. An electric shunter. That would be cool. We definitely need that. Especially on this route, you know, there's a fair few, you know, small pockets of local industry and some small sidings, you know. And if we get the next, and who knows, maybe that shunter might be in the next Austrian route for Train Sim World. Fingers crossed. The next stop is Bregenz, or Brugenz. That's just over 1.5 kilometers away, and we have a red signal, which is a surprise. The first one I've encountered in the entire stream. Now we've got some congestion, it seems, at the... Oh, we should be okay. Oh, unless that train there is going to cross over the track onto the other side. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Alright, fair enough. We'll just stop here. We'll just wait for the train to cross over. And then we can continue the journey. Of course, now we're into new territory. This is an area I've not explored yet. I don't know if we've crossed the border into Germany, but we're awfully close to it, I imagine. I have the route map with me. Let's see. Just get it up a second. Oh no, we're nowhere near the border of Germany. A fair bit out yet. Up till Lochau Horbans. That's the station that's closest to the German border. Another red signal. Fairly congested in this area. Here we are at Bregenz, or Bregenz. No problem, Andrew. No problem. I've just been given the green signal there. Not too long now, I don't think. How many stations have we got? Oh, not many. 3 left. Unless we're... Yeah, just 3 left. The next stop is Bregenz Hafen, just under 700 meters away. Got a lake, River Rhine. That's a huge lake. Is that the River Rhine there? My goodness. First crossing on the main line. And just with a click of a finger, we're at the next stop. Ooh. Too keen to open the doors. There we go. This is cool. Look at this. Got some yachts. You've got some boats. I like this. It's like the German-Austrian Riviera. There's Brine ferries. I know where they've come from. They've come from East Coast Way, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe they travel here. I don't know. A local ferry. Oh, look, I might look that up actually. On the maps here, let's see if I can get it up. Lindau. Okay, so Lindau is actually on a small German island in the lake of Lake Constance. That's where the River Rhine flows into. Giant Lake Constance. In Germany. Okay. I like that. Let's go to the next stop, which is Lokau Herbants. And then, I think just beyond that station, we will be officially in Germany. I don't know if there'll be any signage saying, "Welcome to Deutschland," or something like that. We will see. It's nice that the journey ends on a nice German island. Near the lake. Big lake too, of course. It's quite cool there. Pretty cool, running alongside the road. Okay, approaching the station now. Have a little harbour here for the yachts and little sailing boats. Right, let's lock the doors and depart to our final stop of the journey and the stream, which is Lindau Hauptbahnhof, just under 5 kilometers away. And very shortly we will officially be in Germany from Austria. Here we go. I think now we are officially in Germany. Good to see you back, Andrew. Just heading to the final stop on the journey. So at some point we're going to be diverging off the mainland briefly and onto a small little island in Lake Constance. If I'm not mistaken, I think River Games made a route that featured Lake Constance. I think. Fairly industrial over there on the left hand side. Oh wow, another massive yard, look at this. Away from the mountainous Austrian scenery. Look at that, that is a huge freight yard. I wouldn't be surprised if any freight services stop here. Wow-wee. Big yard. Oh yeah, there's some container wagons over there in the distance. That is a huge yard, massive yard. It's probably the biggest one of the lot. There's quite a few, you know, big freight yards. I think there's like 3 big yards altogether. Or I presume freight services start and end at. Speed limit's coming down to 50 kilometers per hour. Oh, I had an old semaphore signal by the looks of it. Yeah, we did. Oh, how cool. Hey Omar, nice to see you. Hope you all. This is my favourite TSW4 route so far. Certainly out of the main 3 routes that come with the standard Train Sim World 4 package. No doubt this is the best of the 3. Which is something I wouldn't have said a couple of months ago. It's the most varied, the most interesting to me so far. I've really enjoyed it. Really have. Pleasantly surprised, you know. I thought it would be a bit underwhelming, but you know, there's a lot of stations to stop at, a lot of different patterns for services. Freight has a big part to play in, and overall I think a very decent first Austrian route for Train Sim World. Definitely beat my expectations. So right, we're crossing the mainland, crossing Lake Constance onto the small little island of Lindau. But yeah, it's a pleasantly surprised thumbs up from me. This is not a bad route. If you get it on the discount, absolute steal. Because I think you can purchase the route separately if you're just interested in the German-Austrian stuff. It's in the UK it's priced at £30, $40 if you're in the States. If you get it on the discount, 100%. And if you get it with the standard Train Sim World game on the discount, yeah. This is a good route. Way better than what I thought it was going to be. It's not perfect, far from it, but it's the best of the three that I've experienced so far. Lindau Hauptbahnhof, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a 4523 unit there from Switzerland. And there we are. And what a way to finish the journey. Look at this. Wonderful station. Now that is what I'm talking about. Not a bad little island at all. Look at that. That is new. That looks... well, it's not the same old buildings used over and over again. I'll give it that. Apart from these look familiar to Neverka Dresden. But yeah, not a bad little route at all. Ending on a lovely little island here in Lindau, Hauptbahnhof. If I'm not mistaken, over here you've got the in the Deutsche Bahn red colours 232 sitting over here, just chilling. Wonder where would they go then? Wouldn't be going very far, I don't think. Well, at least they're there. Same goes for the 612. Oh wow, you got a little lighthouse as well. Little harbour. Nice environmental sounds there. Nice way, a fitting end to our journey, I think. Not bad at all. And actually, just before we do go, there's a nice little sign there. What's that? Oh, it doesn't work, the departure board. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been cool. Not bad. That's pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned. Wow. The island of Lindau, that's the cherry on top of the cake. That is very, very good. Omar, the main good aspect of the East Coast Main Line is the Class 801. Well, it's nice to have a Class 800 on Train Sim World. I think it's a little bit undercooked, really. I was a bit disappointed by it. You know, its lack of interactivity in the cab. Sounds, I'm not too sure. They're a little bit on the quiet side, but, you know, it's an electric multiple unit. What do you expect? But maybe if the sounds were just turned up a little bit and a bit more interactivity in the cab. It's certainly not as good as I think some of the Class 800s variants that I've seen from Armstrong Powerhouse from Train Simulator. They are a bit better, certainly sound-wise as well. But yeah, there we are. That concludes this stream. on the Bahn Vorarlberg in Austria, and a little bit of Germany too. I really enjoyed that. Well worth the watch. Because it's a hell of a long stream. Nearly 2.5 hours, but yeah. Quite chuffed. That's a good route. Way better than what I thought it was going to be like. But if you'd enjoyed this route, or this stream I should say, then make sure to hit the like button below, and if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. The next stream will be tomorrow on Monday, November the 20th, 2023. We'll be heading back to the UK and taking a look at one of the oldest routes in Train Sim World, and that is Great Western Express. So, I'd like to say once again, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.